Hello, True Beauties. It is Carolina Reyes here, and I am back with week 5 of Spiritual Inspiration. And today, this is something that really hits close for home because this is essentially, I feel, exactly why I found my faith and why I found my way to God. And it all starts with, I feel, most of us, if not all of us, have this yearning to be happy and to want peace. And a lot of times we run through life trying to fulfill this happiness with very material things, with things outside of us, instead of starting where we need to, which is within. And for me, that's exactly what I was doing. I was so unfulfilled and so unhappy in life that I thought these things would help me feel better about myself, and they never did. And I think most people try to do that, and they go around trying to make themselves feel better through food or drugs or alcohol or people or things, and then it's fleeting. It's this temporary fix to a permanent void that lives within us, and there's only one thing that can fill it. And I feel like God is built, and I know that He's built us with wanting this yearning and for happiness and peace, because that is His will for us. His will for us is to be happy. And He's hoping and praying that we find our way back to Him, with realizing that none of these things within this world are ever going to fulfill us the way that He can. And I think sometimes that after we've gone through life and making all these mistakes and trying all these things to fulfill us and it not working, we kind of feel worthless. And we feel, weak. I know the essence of what it brought me to my knees and brought me to my faith was just this feeling that I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything anymore for myself, and feeling hopeless and not knowing what to do. And that's exactly where He wanted me to be, because I was vulnerable enough to open my heart and let love in. And once I did that, I realized that was the one thing that was missing. And there's this Bible verse here that just explains it so beautifully. And it says, "May you experience the love of Christ. Though it is too great to understand fully, then you will be made complete with all of the fullness of life and power that comes from God." And that comes from Ephesians chapter 3, verse 19. And how amazing does that sound, to be made complete with the fullness of life and power of God? It sounds incredible, and that's exactly what I started to experience once I let Him into my life and realized that He was filling that void and making me realize that love is the only answer for anything. And I just want you to really think and take a moment about how amazing it would feel to embody that, the fullness of life and the power of God. Because it's not something that you need to seek out and search for. It's something that you need to know that already lives within you. And it always has, and it always will. It's just a matter of you being able to tear down the layers that have been blocking love and blocking God from your life, so that He can wake you up and make you see the power that lives within you and the happiness and the peace that He will come to bring to pass in your life, because it is His will for you, and His will be done no matter what. So take a moment to think about that and really let that sink in, and let it sink in the fact that you have the power of God that lives within you and the fullness of life to be made and feel complete and whole. And it's just a matter of really surrendering yourself to allow Him to show that to you and to prove His love for you. So I will be back again next week with another message, and I hope to see you then.